welcome back to the next class of data handling. In this part, we will learn how to make bar graph and histogram. Okay, so in our last class, we already learned about how to make the simple table and the group table. And from that, we can make the bar graph. Remember, I told you that we have to do all this thing, the data handling part, to make our raw data more simpler, that one can understand in the first view. So for that, if you make this all table in a form of bar graphs, then it will be very easier to understand all the growth or loss, whatever is happening regarding that with values. Okay, so let me start with the first one. That is what is given. First of all, we have to understand the result of survey for 200 people about their favorite fruits. So suppose you don't have to go for 200. You can ask your friends that you suppose you have 50 friends for you, and you are asking each of them that what is your favorite fruit, and one by one you are collecting all that data. As you can see over here, there are 200 people joined in this survey, and from those 200, 45 like apples, 30 like oranges, 20 like banana, 50 like grape, 15 like guava, 25 like pineapple, and lastly, which is not also my favorite, 15 like papaya. Which one your favorite fruit? Write in the comment section. Okay, so let me start with this one. We have all the numbers of those given fruits. All we have to do, please watch carefully. You also have to do it with pencil. Remember that in a normal graph paper. So we have two axes over here. One is x, another is y. As you can see, we have positive x and y axes. And according to that, we have to write which one denoting what. That should be our second work. So this x-axis denoting the fruits. Okay, is there an unit? No. So we have to leave it like that. Second, number of fruits, that is denoted by y-axis. Is there any unit? No. So if is there any unit represented as the given values, then you have to provide the unit. Remember that. But as no unit is there, because these are representing the number and words, so we don't have to put it. Okay, so first of all, we have to make the scale over here. And for making that scale, we have to check which one is the lowest value and which one is the highest value. So as you can see, 15 is the lowest value and the highest value is 45. Sorry, 50 is also there. So highest value is 50. So we have one idea about that we can start it from 0 and we can put it up to 50 and also more than 50. So up to 60 you can take for better graph. So I'm taking the largest value is 60. So this all will be going to separate in all equal parts, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and finally 60. So we have all the marking over there along the y-axis. All we have to do, we have to start it from the first one. So we are starting from apple. You have to write it like this, apple. Then you have to do one bar over here. Okay. So how much apple will be counted for that survey? That is 45, which will start between 40 to 50. I'm using bars over here, but for your case, you have to draw it with pencil and don't forget to say it over here like this. That will look very nice in that case. But if you don't have time regarding your exam, then leave it. You don't have to say. But in this case, you have to make one bar at least. Okay. Shading is optional. I'm repeating, shading is optional, but bar is compulsory. Coming to second one, oranges. Okay, how many oranges are there? 30. Okay, we have to check. Up to this one it is 30. So we have to draw the bar up to 30. Okay, so where's the bar option? Yeah, I got that. We are starting from here and finally here. So this is how you have to finish for all the given values. I'm just doing the last one. I hope you can understand this one. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. I will show that in other video or in any online class. I'm doing the last one, that is 15 for papaya. Papaya reminds me about the Popeye the Sailor Man cartoon. Okay, so it will quite look like this. As you can see, I'm taking the between part, or I'm sorry, the mid part of the 10 to 20, between 10 to 20. So that is 15, and marking that from here. So as you can see, I shaded all this thing. So similarly, you have to do all the bar graphs regarding this all given values, and also you have to write it all the words along x-axis. And also remember one thing, you can see a small gap between two bar graphs, right? So you have to maintain the gap at least a few centimeter, cause if you maintain that gap, the bar graph will look very nice. Otherwise, it will be very clumsy. Okay, so after finishing all those bar graphs, if you join, let me do it with another color. If you join all those top with a line, then you will get one certain histogram. So what is histogram? That you have to join the mid section of all the top of the bars one by one, and finally you will get the histogram. So I hope the idea is clear about the bar graph and histogram. Let me do another one for this case. Alright, so as you can see over here for the number 4, the given below that the double bar graph. If you remember or not, I told you in class 7, that is, suppose there are two values are given. Suppose if you do a survey for the pocket money per week in your class or in all the students, but if you separate that data for male student and female student separately. So for boys, you will have a separate bar graph, and for girls, you will have another bar graph, right? So two bar graph will come in same graph paper. Then how we will represent that one? This is how you have to represent with different pattern. I hope you all have that idea, but still I am repeating over here. So that bar graph is given. As you can see, this is, let me zoom it a bit. I think it is not visible. Wait a minute. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is the given bar graph, and what we have to do regarding this bar graph. What is the information given by this double bar graph? So this is kind of reverse process, right? We don't have to create that bar graph. We have to analyze that bar graph. Okay. So first of all, we have to check the values along y-axis. What is represented along y-axis? That is the number of students, right? And also what is represented along x-axis? That is the mode of transport. So this is actually the graph for the students who are coming with different transport to the school. That is, some of them coming with bus, some of them using their own bicycle, some of them using school bus, and those who stay a few steps away from the school, they are just walking and coming to the school. And for other vehicles also the option is there. So first of all, for the first question, you have to write that bar graph is representing that the survey of the students who coming to school with different transports. That is the first answer. Coming to the second, which mode of transport girls using more than boys? Remember, they mentioned girls using more than boys. So first of all, we have to check the graphs for the girls. Which one are the graph for the girls? That is already marked over here if you check once. This is given in the pink color, pink or reddish color over here. So in that pink color, the bar graph for the girls is given. So which transport is highest for the girls? That is bicycle. So coming to the next question, where which mode of transport girls using more than boys? Okay, so we have to check which one is more than boys. So that is the first one. So as you can see, the pink one representing the girls and the gray one representing the boys. So as you can see over here that the bar graph is quite higher, that is approx 135 comparing to 75 for the boys. So you can say that 135 approximately 135 girls using school bus where 75 boys are using the school bus. So you can easily see that this is quite larger in value for the girls. Okay, so coming to number 3, which mode of transport boys using most? Now completely reverse question. Obviously this one is used by the boys mostly, because as you can see over here approximately 240 boys are coming with their bicycle, where if you compare with the value 180 girls approximately coming with their bicycle. So obviously the boys values are larger than the girls in this case. Coming to the last question, that is in which mode of transport number of girls is half of the number of boys. So we have to check it. First of all, let me erase all that thing. In this case, let me check once. This is approximately 60 and this is approximately 120. So we got the perfect bar graph over here. That is by walking, the girls are coming 120 where the boys are coming 60. So completely half. The boys value is completely half respective to the girl. So this is all about the graphs and histogram that we can check. Today we learn about how to make the bar graph, histogram as well as the important notes about it, and also how to analyze one given bar graphs and also with different values. So I hope you enjoyed that class, and if you have any doubt regarding this case, don't forget to write it in the comment section. I will surely help you.